It'd be a shame if I had to kill you if you said anything.
I told you about killing people, dude.
I want to find out what's underneath that mask.
I'm not wearing a mask. I have fur. Guess we should have taken the Nimbus, huh? Oh, I rolled another nat 20.
Nice.
15.
Wow, incredible. I rolled a whole 6, which means I got a 14.
Nice.
I got
Incredible.
an 11.
I got a 28.
The clown got a 16.
Oof.
This fucking clown. It's a real good thing I can't be surprised.
Surprise!
Yeah.
Like, this would suck.
Yeah.
Can I say that with that realization, that this is a clown, like, there's a big gust of wind that constitutes around Cal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe
Let's go! Give me my wind cloak. Give.
It's like Cal's version of fog cloud that comes with the Oath of the Open Sea Paladin.
Listen, as soon as he's about to get into the white, he's like, wind. Heat.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, we got a new wild magic search happening as well. Hey, in chat, let's go ahead and roll a d4.
woo.
Oh, whoa.
So Kite, go ahead and roll me a d100.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, it's the kitey boy.
Oh boy, 95.
Whoa!
Ooh,
Wow.
high up there.
Very high.
We have
Oh, I'm
plants.
sorry. I'm sorry, not a d100. Go ahead and roll me a d10,000.
What?
Excuse me?
How does one
Yes.
do that?
Yes.
How do you do
yes,
this?
Yes.
So /R and then space and then enter the number 10,000.
Okay.
What?
/R
This is
space.
insanity.
It's like a 10-page
that?
document, I think.
How? How?
How did you?
A 10.
How do you get 10 out of a 10,000?
I don't know. How did I get a 95 out of a 10,000?
Well, originally you got a 95 out of 100.
95 out of 100. You know what I mean?
And I just got
Oh.
a 10,000. Wait, that can't be right.
Yeah, I think
There's
this
no
is
way.
work.
Do
You
want
just
me
said
to-
rolling
I can-
10,000.
Hold on, I can do this
Oh.
using Avery or whatever in a channel. 1 second.
There we go.
There it is. So 8,000. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Galaxy, go on and roll that.
How do I do that?
/ roll 1d 10,000.
Roll 1 / roll, and then a space. I'm assuming
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
1d10. Not accidentally write 1,000.
There we go.
63:45. It took us a few minutes, but we got there, everyone.
Hey. My gosh.
So you instantly Kite, you have a flash of energy that kind of like that you're not sure really where it comes from, but you feel this like deep chronergic flash in the core of your being kind of flash out from you almost in a radius, and you can sense the presence of several humanoids in like a mile radius around you. Several of them they seem to be workers laid up in bed, but you do recognize that there are a couple in the the chest as well, the chest cavity as well.
Okay.
You recognize that those types of individuals, they are dwarves.
Incredible.
Okay, so I now have a dwarf sense.
You send out this like radar ping, and you know the location of every dwarf within like 10 miles.
Yo!
Incredible.
Just dwarves.
Incredible.
Okay. I just needed to clarify that it was just dwarves and not humanoids.
Just dwarves.
You know where every dwarf ever is.
This is very funny, specifically for like this party that just has no dwarves in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me go ahead and get you guys into the onto the map too, so that way we can get your characters into the initiative. There we go.
Wait, we got a battle map?
Oh no, I just have this. I did not actually have a battle map prep for this part, so we're just gonna do this theater of the mind. But it's pretty simple. Y'all are very close to it.
Oh, jeez.
I see that, Taffy. I see it.
Do you see that, Taffy?
I do. I don't like
It's not a
it.
Laffy Taffy.
It is not a Laffy Taffy, but it might be in a moment. Just give me a sec.
I'm still gonna shake it though.
Oh wait, can you shake Laffy Taffy like one would shake an airhead? To like push it all to one
Sure.
side?
I'm sure.
That makes sense. I just never thought about it. I only
I
ever
mean,
did
they're a
that with
little bit
airheads.
stickier than an airhead, I feel like.
You're right.
So maybe. I want to say yes. That makes sense. It's a soft. I mean, airheads are kind of taffy, right?
Yeah, like in a way. I feel like they are also brought up to the same level of sugar temperature that a Laffy Taffy might be.
Oh, definitely. Galaxy, I know you rolled a nat 20. Any other modifiers?
Oh yeah, it was a total of 28.
Yeah, somebody has a modifier of 8 for their initiative, and they actually get good initiative rolls.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna fix Cal sometime because I had the thought of giving him Gift of Alacrity and chose not to do it because I was like, nah, Cal is a +8. He'll be fine.
That's so funny.
Cal has a +8. Cal's the person that controls Cal, horrible dice luck.
So we are going to say that this is a surprise round. Cal can't be surprised, but the clown still goes first, so it is just going to attempt to jump on him and like with shocking buzzers, like protruding out of its melting flesh, just attempting to shock him.
Don't forget to roll at disadvantage.
Oh, thank you. Let me re-roll this. 15 to hit.
Doesn't hit. I'm gonna go ahead and use my reaction. Roll that attack against them.
Nice.
Whee!
And that is just a flat 10, which misses.
All right.
So you buff it. The buzzer comes at you, attached to this melting flesh, and you buffet it back with this air curtain, attempting to stick it into its own wielder, but the flesh just kind of folds back onto itself and deals no damage. That is going to make it your turn, Cal.
Would it not be, or is everybody else?
Everybody else is surprised.
Gotcha.
We're all surprised.
Tracking.
You would be surprised, but you can't be.
Yeah. Alert. What am I going to do? What am I going to do, you guys? I'm scared.
You got this.
Cal is going to spend 2 psi points, and he is going to gather up a gust of air, like in his hand, and like just throws like this big stream of air at this Laffy Taffy monster. And it needs to give me a strength saving throw. DC is 15. And
A natural one fails. Critical.
Awesome. So it's going to take 2d8 bludgeoning damage, and it is knocked prone. So that's 12 damage. And this boy prone.
As it like as like the wind whips into it, like you see it is battered and bruised by the this blast. But as it is like attempted to be knocked prone, its mass is so amorphous that it has no bottom with which to be knocked out from under.
Yeah, but I'm trying to like knock it flat, like off of the railing.
It's like a slime. It's like
Oh.
I don't like that.
yeah, it's horrifying. But that is going to put us at the top of the round with, or sorry, is that it for Cal?
Yeah, that's it for Cal.
Perfect. Which puts us right back at the top of the round with Kite.
Kite, in like the most exaggerated, panicky voice, goes, "Why does it smell sweet?" and casts Tasha's hideous laughter on it.
Buddy.
I'm not even going to make it roll. It is immune.
No! Okay.
Oh no.
I don't like that sound effect.
It laughs because it wants to.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I was really hoping that would work. In that case, Kite cannot do anything else. So he is going to back up a little. He's gonna like back up to the side. Like that.
I will say the tram is now free.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, somebody please call the tram.
Oh, where is the tram on this?
The tram is currently like pulled into this station. You can easily hop onto it with your movement.
Okay, yeah, he'll get on the tram and be like, "All aboard!"
Like, please, everybody get on the tram.
Amazing. That is going to make it the clown's turn. The clown is going to go after you again once more, Cal. It just laughing horribly from the Tasha's hideous laughter as it just goes to kind of like engulf you in its gelatinous, clowny white flesh. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
You got it, dude. That's a 22.
Nice. You are able to dodge to the side and are like shunted a little bit out of the way as this thing kind of comes at you, attempting to like engulf you as it moves into you. But you are able to avoid it. It's going to then make one buzzer attack at you at disadvantage.
Uh-huh.
Double 24. We will take the first roll's damage, 18 points of lightning shocks into you as the buzzer connects with your flesh.
Okay. That is going to be 14 points of damage because you just ate through 4 points of my 10 hit points.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the lightning crackles off of you like your mental shield, able to buff it and deflect it away, but the blast of energy is too much and it just is able to break through, actually managing to hurt you. But that is it for the clown. That is going to make it land.
I am going to, you know what? We're just going to keep it simple. I'm
on the tram.
Yeah, I'm going to fire a firebolt at this thing, and then I'll get on the tram. So firebolt, pew, finger gun. It's a 17 to hit.
That hits. Going to roll damage.
Cool. That's going to be 12 fire damage, and then I hop my happy ass into that tram.
Hell yeah! Seeing Kite in there, looking at the controls of the thing, it looks like a pretty simple device. You could literally, it's a work thing. It's not fancy. It's literally just a lever.
Cool.
Perfect. That is going to make it Cal's turn.
Where is the tram in relation to Cal and
the clown?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cal is like standing directly at the front of it, like the business side of it, as it was. This is the direction that it would be heading down the rails to get to the chest of the dead god. You and the clown are kind of sparring at the front of it.
Gotcha. Okay. Um. We are going to. Hmm. Cal's going to use a bonus action to switch his psychic focus to psionic weapon, which is going to give all his give his weapon. It's going to make it magical for the purpose of overcoming resistances, basically. And he's gonna shoot at this clown. We gonna do a little pew pew at the honk honk.
Hell yeah, go ahead and roll it.
That's a 14.
14 will do it.
And also, so that's going to be 13 piercing damage. And ooh, that's a 5. We didn't fire the special bullet this time.
As you pull the chamber back and the bullet fires, the gun feels different to you. You're go ahead and make an insight check for me.
Will do. 23.
As you're pulling the trigger, you have this moment of clarity where time slows and you become like intimately aware of the mechanisms of the gun. Your like focus fully singles down to that pinpoint of the weapon, and you're in like bullet time, following the mechanism of the gun as you pull the trigger, which hits the firing pin, causes the bullet to fire out of the cylinder and the cylinder to continue to spin forward. You're seeing this all like play out in like incredibly slow as you pull the trigger, and it happens in just a moment, but to you it lasts like, from your perspective, minutes, and then it is over and you reel backwards.
Cal looks at his gun like quizzically, like he 100% does not have this look of assuredness that he has always had when wielding his pistol. It feels foreign to him now. This entire experience just like for a split second like takes him out of his own head before he snaps back and he, recollects like, okay, yeah, I'm in the middle of battle, that happened, but he can't explain quite to himself like why that happened. Like he knows the reason for it, but he can't explain like the link that just made all that happen. And for a split second he like stares at his gun before realizing, hey, I don't have time for this, and he ducks into the tram.
Amazing. While this is happening, everybody can make perception checks.
Perception.
It's my turn to roll a 6.
Ooh, a nat 20, baby.
I got it.
Let's go, Lance.
Oh damn.
18.
Kite,
11.
I think is maybe panicked in this moment. Like you're just like, we gotta get out of here.
All aboard.
But Lux and Lance, you I think both of those rolls are high enough. You see the look of confusion on Cal's face. You also see that his gun looks different.
Ooh.
Huh.
Lux, you recognize how it looks different. You recognize the Onyx black cylinder.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
But that is Cal's turn. The clown is still alive as he hops over the railing back into the tram. That makes it Lux's turn.
Okay, I'm guessing she can't hide. This seems like she's in plain sight.
You can always try to hide. It's just like in this moment, like there are different things that you could duck down behind. Like you could duck behind the side of the tram, for example.
Okay, yeah. I'll try that. Do stealth.
Yeah, go ahead and roll stealth as a bonus action.
Nat 20.
Yeah, you're
Nice.
good. The clown is fully focused on Cal. It has, especially since he just fired at it point blank, right? Like,
Yeah. So I'm gonna Lex is just gonna go up to it and just like crouching down and just like stick a whole fucking scimitar through it. At least attempt to anyway.
absolutely. Go ahead and roll to hit with advantage.
18?
Hits. Go ahead and roll that damage with sneak attack.
So that is 12.
12 points of damage. Nice. You cut into its amorphous body, cutting a gash in it, but you see its flesh. It doesn't knit back together. It just folds onto itself. The bleeding still happening and seeping out of the now cut flesh, as well as all the bullet holes that have been impacted onto it, and it still writhes.
Ugh. Okay, she's gonna hop on the. Well, actually, if she hops on, he's gonna get an opportunity attack, huh?
No, I mean, you're close enough that like if you go onto the thing, you're not moving out of his range technically.
Got it. Okay, yeah, then she's gonna hop on that too.
Perfect. Yeah, you hop on. All with everybody aboard, do you hit the lever to activate the tram?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, with your item interaction, you flip the switch, and it's away into the taffy clown, which is then hit by the tram and rolled over with a squelch noise, and which perfect. Thank you, Goldmoon. That was perfect. To its death throes as the tram crushes the remaining life out of it, and you are off down the track. It seems like the tram itself, it might take a little bit of time to get to the stomach, to the stomach tram spot. And as you are, it's like 5 or so minutes in, or sorry, not even 5 minutes in, as you are like setting off, and you immediately see that there are things hanging in the space between the tram and the between the tram ports along the railing. And as you move closer, you see that they are packages, almost like birthday presents, being held aloft by balloons.
Ooh.
Just floating there.
How many?
Oh, I wouldn't say you lose count, but you're like, you stop, you feel like, fuck this. By the time you're like, I don't want to count it anymore. There are lots of them that are kind of just floating.
Kite is so entranced and his tail is twitching. He wants to grab them so bad.
Cal kind of puts a hand on Kite's shoulder. And he's
Kite looks up at him very slowly.
I get it. No.
Yeah.
You gotta resist all of that.
What if more taffy comes out of that?
Or worse.
Oh, there's worse?
There could be worse.
Okay.
Are we still in initiative?
No, you are out of initiative at this point.
Okay.
Cal's gonna take the time to as he is injured, he's gonna take the time to heal himself. So
Sure, you would have the opportunity for a short rest in this moment if you would like.
Oh.
Oh god, okay.
Oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do a little cheeky mend wounds on myself.
I'll take a little short rest.
If we're doing a short
shorty
rest, oh,
I don't think I
Kite's
get any
gonna
benefit from it, but
do arcane recovery to get a couple of spell slots back.
Well, on a short rest you can spend hit die to heal.
Yes.
I was just pointing that one out to Rach, but I don't think she got hit, so
I
she's
didn't get
probably
hit,
fine.
no.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna use the hit die instead. I'm gonna conserve another resource.
Yeah, might as
There you
well.
go.
Because
I'm
Tim's
getting-
gonna put me through the goddamn ringer.
getting the
Yeah.
first level and the second level back.
Actually, I don't think I have any short rest things I need to do right now.
So
solid.
we're gonna spend 2 hit die. It's 2d8.
So during this short rest and tram ride, does anybody have any? Are there any chats that occur?
Kite, while we're sitting there, is like, okay, I think we should just get all of the weird stuff out onto the table right now for everybody. We're here for an egg. Are we rescuing those people? I know we're trying to stop this Shar thing, but it seems like the clown sickness is doing that just fine.
Well, we gotta see if maybe there's a way to try and reverse the clown thing.
I mean, that would be good. That's messed up. All of that is messed up. And I would like it to stop.
I think they're using it. They're using the clowns.
Kite just like steeples his fingers and looks at Lux very seriously. And he goes, in what way in the universe could those things be useful to this Sharan mining operation?
Well, they're scary for one. They are terrifying, and also totally unhinged. Most likely some kind of failed resurrection or something turned fiend, but yeah, it's definitely an intimidation tactic as well as dangerous. So
You
But
think
they're-
it's an intimidation tactic? It's gone wrong. Their people are trapped.
Yeah, I was gonna say that it doesn't seem like it seems like the clowns are preventing them from doing the mining they're supposed to be doing.
My read from the message that we saw was not that they were trapped, but rather that they were being kept.
mhm.
Oh, that's worse. What if the
Yeah.
clowns are trying to force them to be an audience?
I think they might be trying to make more clowns.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a little army or whatever.
Hey, Cal, what's up with your
Yes?
gun?
Decided to use it anyway, huh?
I didn't decide to use anything. I was meditating, I was in my trance, and it happened. Okay?
What do you mean it happened?
It Okay. So when I trance, part of it is I focus using my psionic powers.
Mm-hmm.
Pause. Nope, nobody's okay. Using my psionic powers,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
typically the items near me float, and I keep them aloft with my mind. It's a focusing exercise, but there's something about this cylinder in this bullet in this gun that it is tied to me, and it inserted itself.
Mm-hmm.
So you, in your sleep, put a
I don't
magic
sleep.
cylinder into a gun.
I Kite.
I know
are
you don't
young.
sleep.
You are young and you are wise beyond your years.
I know
Not even
you.
close to sleeping.
I know you don't sleep. Look, I was just using it as like a short way of saying. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
You can't like take it out or what? Like,
I haven't tried, okay? We've got a lot going on.
uh-huh. So you just kind of go with like whatever your brain decides to do when you're trancing. You just say, "Yep, that's it."
Yeah, no, that's a terrible idea. Most of the time. I'm sorry, that might have been a little harsh.
Cal's just like, so just let me get this straight. You think that doing what your brain tells you to do is a bad idea?
I think they
Sometimes,
meant
yes.
specifically, like, if a thought comes to you while trancing, you're just going to follow your bliss.
No, I don't just follow whatever intrusive thought comes to me while I'm trancing. What I'm saying is that my gun assembled itself this way. And listen, Kite, you are especially talented with chronology,
Yeah.
chronomancy.
hmm
I'm not. That's not my thing. But I
I'm aware.
feel something in this onyx cankrel cylinder.
Would you like me to take a look at it?
If you want, but it's literally like, I don't know. I really fucking hate using this word. It's like destiny.
Well, why don't I identify it to make sure that it's not cursed, at least?
It lets it. The material lets you in and out of a black hole. Specifically, the one.
It does more than that. When I shot that fucking clown, it felt like it took 5 minutes for that bullet to fire.
It slows your time down.
He hands over his revolver, and it's probably weightier than Kite expects it to be.
Well, Kite also has... Okay, his strength isn't actually that bad. I was about to make an 8 strength wizard joke, but he's not. He's got 13.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to say he's like a weak little wizard. It's just like, you know, when someone hands you something, you're like, wait, hold up, that's kind of
Normally I dump strength, so I was fully expecting it, but I apparently dumped charisma for Kite instead.
Oh, baby.
Anyway, he takes it, and he kind of holds it. He looks it over. He pops the cylinder out. He spins it. He's like examining it really, really closely. Does he see anything, Timbo, with his knowledge of chronomancy that it feels like can he get like a read on what this is before he even identifies it? Like, just trying to get like an understanding of maybe how the chronomancy in this situation works and what the benefit of it is?
Absolutely. Go ahead and make me an Arcana check, and I'll say it's at advantage because this is like your bread and butter.
Thank God, because I rolled a 2.
Ha.
Okay, Arcana. That is 19.
Let's go.
As you examine the cylinder, you see that it has chronourgic etchings and markings in it that you would expect with basic temporal distortion and control magic. As you look, you also see that of the bullets in the chamber, there is one as well, and that is a similar color as the cylinder. And you see that the firing cap, where the pin would hit into it, it also has chronourgic runes like etched around in that circle around it as well. All of this is really interesting to you, and you feel like, as Cal was able to recognize, these two objects are linked together. However, I would actually say that what really sticks out to you is you recognize that this object, like the plant aliens from before, like Picasso, like the funny little robots from before, the replicators, they are the clockwork horrors. This is also displaced in time. However, the direction in which it's been displaced doesn't make sense to you. Like, it doesn't seem like it's been displaced backwards or forwards. It's almost like it's been displaced in a different direction that you don't understand.
Okay. Kite is gonna spend some time as he's examining this, and he says, okay, I want to do a full identify on this just to, again, make sure it's not cursed. But this moved horizontally through time, more or less, which is very weird.
Ooh.
Also, nobody has called it chronomancy in years, Cal. That's like a
Yeah,
very...
old
That
man.
is like calling physics alchemy.
He blinks at Kite and he goes, "Yeah, okay, whatever. So like, I'm a few whiskers short. It is what it is."
Did you just say I'm a few whiskers short? Nobody says that anymore either. You know what? It's fine. And he's
What-
gonna sit down and start identifying it. He like spreads his book out and he's gonna ritually cast identify on it, so it takes him 10 minutes.
Al just goes, "Listen, okay. Apparently, it's mine. Sunshine gave it to Mad Dog to give back to me. I don't remember ever having this. Okay, there are a lot of things that I do remember, and there are so many more that I don't. I don't know what this is, but I know it's tied to me. I know that it's mine. And if it's going to help me in any way, I'm going to use it."
Kite's like in the middle of his identify, like he's moving his hands, and when in a moment when he doesn't need to be chanting, he's just like, "No, I mean, you should use it fine if you think it'll be helpful. I just want to make sure that it's not cursed or anything. Like someone didn't put something on here to like track us."
Do you want it?
The only thing I want right now is to bring my best friend back.
Timbo,
Yeah.
would the phrase like displays sideways in time mean anything to me?
I think that it would. I think that this would that phrase especially is something that Perler would have brought up, but only in like passing. You know what I mean? Like this would have that would have been like a, you know how like physicists and scientists, they love talking about theoretical stuff, right?
Sure.
This would have been like one of those like things that would have been like one of those more popular theories that Perler would have enjoyed, you know, just shooting the shit with you and talking about like.
I think I think we're gonna get your friend back. I have no concern about that. I think that we're a capable group and we're gonna do right by you. I do think the other thing of interest, you're holding something in your hands that, as far as I know, has only theoretically existed, in a very real sense, and that we're kind of describing. It's kind of like this. Okay, if you imagine a square, a flat plane, you can move side to side, but there's really no y-axis you can access. And if we think about a cube, you could move along the surface up or down or side to side. This is kind of like, and you know, we can displace objects in time kind of like that. Like orthogonal, move them in position or location or like time. This is kind of the next dimension after the third dimension, which is to say we're moving at kind of like a diagonal to the orthogonal line, which doesn't exist in a way that we can talk about it. And so essentially what you're holding in your hand is an object that has moved in a way that none of us know how it's done it. And um, it also interacts with time differently than the way we do, if you think about it. even those of us who can kind of push things around in time, we don't have a way to do what this can do because it's already done the thing, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Was that too technical?
No,
Kite, while still casting, is like, that made perfect sense to me.
Yeah, I understood it all. It's actually fairly simple. Like, I got that.
Yeah, what I'm just saying is, like, I don't think there's a good explanation for why or what it's doing because, you know, we live on the square and we're talking about a cube.
Lance, I'm so used to things not having a simple explanation or any explanation at all.
I was mostly explaining more for Kite because I've had a lot of experience with learning about displacement, but I know it's something Kite's kind of getting into.
It all makes
Kite
no
looks
sense
up at Lance a little bit, like thinking about the years and years he spent studying chronergy, and just like looks back at his thing and doesn't say anything because he thinks he's trying to cover for accidentally having maybe offended Cal.
What did Luck say?
She said this makes no sense to me whatsoever, so
Well, there you go.
there we go.
Then it was for Lux. How about that? Is that a explanation that everyone here in this gross little train feels okay with?
Yeah, you can explain whatever you want.
Cal's going to take a moment to sit down. He pulls his bag. This, I don't know if Kite looks up at all. But it is like this worn like leather bag, but the designs on it is like, like stamped to it. It's like just the peaks of mountains poking up over like clouds. And it looks old. Like, to Kite, it looks like something that would belong in a museum. And he pulls his egg out.
Oh, he looking.
And he's just trying to like get some sort of direction from it.
I feel like Kite is speaking in an incredibly guttural, like almost draconic kind of language. He's just like eyes on bag while like making hand motions.
Okay. I love it. Amazing. As you reach out, Cal, empathically to the egg, seeking guidance, you get the same pull as before, leading up into the head cavity of the being that you head towards. And with that, the Kite, you finish your identify. You find the same information. I will go ahead and share this with you as well, just in case you hadn't seen it. Of the information about the bullet.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's no like sign of like there being some kind of tracking magic or some kind of deep laden like curse or anything that he can see from using the identify.
Not that you could tell with the identify. No.
Okay.
It looks clean.
Okay.
And as you finish that up, you hear the thunk as the tram makes contact with the opposite side of the barge, and you are now in the exit platform in the chest of the dead god. The party disembarks from the tram, readying themselves as they walk into the fresh hell that is the dead god mining operation. While unbeknownst to them, sitting on the roof of the tram, a shadowed cat licks its paw and preens itself.